Hello. Today I want to talk to you about your emotions. One of my favorite things to teach is how emotions are your best friend. Oftentimes, I've seen how all of us, especially women, tend to make their emotions wrong, tend to feel like there's something wrong with them, that they're feeling angry and frustrated, and technically they have everything good in their life on paper, but they can feel good about themselves, and there must be something wrong with them. But I love teaching them how their emotions are their best friend. Like the way I think about emotions are emotions never lie to you. Like if you're constantly finding yourself feeling angry, they are telling you you're not where you want to be, that there's something that's off. It's like a GPS, that when you have input that you want to go to a certain location, and if you're off the track, it's going to keep screaming that you're off track, and rerouting, right? Until you really come back on track based on the location that you have input. It's just going to keep telling you you're not on track, right? That's what our emotions do as well. Emotions tell you that you're off track of what you actually want to experience, where you actually want to go. And the beauty is you don't even have to input the location like you have to in GPS. Like your emotions already know by the experience that you've had in your life. You've already kind of identified what is it that you want. You may not know exact details of how it's gonna like appear in your life and happen, but you know, like if you're in a job that you're feeling angry, for example, this client, right, she felt angry with her manager. Manager, the way he was managing her, and the way he was expecting her to show up and work after 7 p.m. and take the calls, etc., was making her so angry, right? And it took like a while for us to work through that, where I was kind of helping her see what her anger is telling her. And what she was thinking her anger is telling her is that there's some problem with the manager. So she was constantly thinking about the manager and what he's doing and why he shouldn't be like that, and maybe she should change his job and blah 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 blah, right? But none of that energy was being used to constructively create the change in her life that can lead to her getting what she wants. So in this case, the anger was telling her that, hey, you're not where you want to be, you're not even close, like you're not going in the direction where what your desires are. And her desire in this case was just feeling at peace with herself in this role. That's what she really wanted, right? But her anger was telling her she's not on track for that. But she misinterpreted her anger to be telling her that there's something wrong with the manager and manager should change, right? So the problem isn't your emotion, the problem is your interpretation of that emotion. In most of our situations, I can tell you what emotions really, like 99% of our situations that we experience, whenever we have a strong emotion, that just tells us the way we are thinking about the situation is outdated. It's like, it's probably the way our parents thought about it or some others thought about it, but it's not useful, it's not aligned to what you want to experience. So if you want to experience more peace and satisfaction in the current role, and your brain is constantly thinking manager should change for that, then that's not going to lead you to that kind of result, right? So what anger in this case is telling you, oh, your thought process is outdated, and rather than thinking about what manager should do differently, you need to really think about how to take ownership of that, how you need to start thinking in a way that you can focus on what you can control and how you show up with the manager being exactly the way he is right now, how you want to step into your power and show up that makes you feel good about yourself. And the moment your focus shifts, which anger, by the way, helped you identify, right? Like anger was an indicator that said, you need to do something different. And when you shifted the way you think about the situation and find a way to think about it that creates that peace, creates that ease, and makes you show up as yourself, as who you want to be, that's when that GPS stops screaming, right? That's when you will experience anger going down, because you no longer now depend on manager to be different in order to feel good about yourself. Like, think about it. If for you to feel peace and satisfaction, your manager has to change, good luck with that. You can end up spending all your energy trying to change jobs, change him, or change cities, countries, whatever. But the truth is, your brain is still going to continue to create that anger if that's the way you're thinking about it. So most often, I just want you to ask yourself this question when you're feeling this strong emotion, maybe anger, maybe frustration. What's the underlying story that my brain is telling me? What's causing this anger? And once you identify that, see what the opportunity exists for you to think differently about it. I know it's hard. It takes a lot of practice, but just stopping and creating that awareness, like really asking yourself, what is this anger and frustration telling you? And being able to actually identify the thought process that's creating that is going to lead to so much more self-awareness and ability to step into your own power to experience life the way you want to experience, my friend. So good luck with that, and if you need any help with it, I always love these kind of conversations, so feel free to reach out, okay? Bye.